All right.
Thanks.
Hi, everybody. You're welcome.
Why is it
My
showing my
daughter's sick
picture?
too. Happy February. Oh my gosh. So exciting. I always love a new month. Okay, so I'm going to dive in. So you guys all know me. I know some people might be watching this who are brand new because we have some new people. And welcome to Larissa. Is this your first team call, Larissa, or this is the second?
No, I think this is like the second or
Yeah.
maybe the third. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, okay. You're just seasoned now. Um, well, I just wanted to share. It was going to be Christiane and I, but I know she'll be sharing some things, later on when she feels better with you guys too. And I know some of you watched the Path to Empower virtually. That was, gosh, last weekend. It seems like it was longer ago than that. But I'm going to share some takeaways. I took a whole lot of notes, and I also took, you know, pictures of slides with my phone. So yes, it was so good, Laura. It was so good. I took pictures of slides with my phone, so I have just a few slides to share to kind of show you guys a couple of things. I'm not going to talk about the experiential success plan. I'm not going to talk about that kind of stuff. I really wanted to talk about like what I came away with from Path to Empower. To me, it's not always about those details. Those are things we're going to learn. And like, there's new packaging coming out for a lot of stuff. It's really cool, by the way. Very, what do you call it? I don't know, up and coming or whatever, right? So we're new packaging.
Cutting edge.
What? What's the word?
Cutting edge.
Cutting edge. Thank you. It takes a journalist, a writer. But yeah, so it's very cutting edge. All of that's really awesome, you guys. Very chic. Yes, thank you, Christiana. But I want to talk about like really more about the inspiration that I got and the rock solid belief that we're in the right business, the right time, the right compensation plan, and all that good stuff. So I really love get-togethers because honestly, for me, the very first thing that I went to in Arbonne, which is a smaller event called Act Now. It wasn't that small, but it was a little bit small. Andrea was about to have a baby, so she couldn't go. So I was like, I'm just going to go. And that is what sealed my belief. And that was the whole aha moment for me. So I really want to encourage you guys to go to plan, make a plan now. Just decide that you're going to go to Empower/GTC. That you're going to go. It's June 22nd through 24th in Vegas. It's amazing. I wouldn't miss it for the world because it is about what you walk away with in terms of beliefs. So the biggest thing that I came away with was a really overwhelming sense of pride in this company, y'all, that I'm associated with Arbonne. Like I felt like, oh my gosh, yes, like we have the absolute best company in the world. And I'll tell you why. So number one, home office is on a really on a mission to about strict certifications and getting our name out there. So name recognition. So I don't know some of you guys that were there virtually, but they said that they want when somebody says here's Arbonne or we say Arbonne, they want the reaction we get to be, oh, I love that brand. And I don't know if y'all have felt this already, but I already feel it in my business. I already feel like a turnaround, a turning of just people, a little more recognition. Not that, I mean, we've been here 43 years, and a little more like, I don't know, like, oh yeah, Arbonne. Oh yeah, Arbonne. So that's something to really know and to be looking forward to. We were actually so most of y'all know we were the featured skincare line at Fashion Week for Alice and Olivia brand. If you didn't know that, now you do. And from that, we got so much exposure. We were on the Times Square billboard. We were featured on a show called Modern Living on WeTV with Kathy Ireland that was seen in over 50 countries. And then my first slide that I'm going to share with you guys really quick. These are actually all of the editors and the brands that reached out to Arbonne after Fashion Week. So let me share that with you guys real quick. It's not a great picture, by the way. So sorry for the quality of the picture, but maybe, and I can send it to you guys, you can see, but New Beauty, Allure, Ebony, BuzzFeed, Yahoo, USA Today, Town & Country, the New York Times, these are all like, they reached out to Arbonne afterwards. Okay. So that's That's pretty cool, I think. I don't know about y'all, but I think that's pretty cool. So that's one thing. And so we are truly, you guys, going global. Okay. So now's the time to be sharing Arbonne. All right. The second thing, and my probably biggest takeaway, y'all, we all know we're a B Corp, right? And so Andrea Chase, who's the director of corporate responsibility and sustainability. And by the way, we have a director of corporate responsibility and sustainability. Like, is that not so cool? Yo, that's incredible if you think about it. That Arbonne, like they said, we truly walk the walk. We care enough to have that. Okay. And she's like got this amazing background. I won't go into all of it, but you can look her up on LinkedIn. Pretty cool. So she explained that. She explained that even the saying, yeah, it is huge, Lauren Rose. Even the saying, empowering people to flourish through a sustainable, healthy lifestyle. So that saying that we hear all the time, we are legally bound by that. That's not just words. Somebody didn't just make that up and go, oh, well, I think this will sound cool when we talk about Arbonne. So when you say that, or if you share that, that's so powerful that we are legally bound. Did y'all get that if you were watching? Do you remember that? That's like crazy. I don't know. I was like, whoa, I didn't know that, right? So let me share a little bit about, and again, y'all may know this, but hey, so what? It's good to hear it twice. So y'all know we're a B certified company, and there's no harder standards or stricter standards like in the world for a company to live up to. Only 4% of companies that apply to be B Corp companies make it. 4%. Okay, that's it. Okay, we are number one in nutrition in the B Corp companies. So what, 4,700 worldwide, number one. Are y'all scared to go talk to somebody about nutrition now? Heck no. I was going to say hell no, but heck no. All right, we're number two in beauty. Number two, and we're probably gonna be number one. So get over it. Go start talking to people, okay? And so the cool thing that I really wasn't thinking like this, and maybe y'all were, but when I share in a presentation about we're a B Corp, and that's really cool, and it means people are the planet over profit, but it also means transparency. It means that we have to, just like that, empowering people to flourish through sustainable health, legally bound. We aren't just, it's not just a buzz thing that we're doing or we're saying that we're clean and all that kind of stuff. Like it means, y'all, we're number one. We're the most transparent. We grew 119 points. And that's like a huge thing. So you get all these points and you have to be recertified every 3 years. And we just got this recertification. And y'all, I mean, I just was like, holy moly, we rock, Okay, so I'm going to share really quick. This is the last share just because it's a little awkward, to do the share, but I do want to share really quick some of those slides, and I'll bring it up and make it a little bit bigger, hopefully. And these slides are better. So again, only 4% of the companies using the B impact assessment actually make it. All right, cool. We went up 119 points. And if y'all want any of these, like if you just want them, I'm sure you're going to find them on the source anyway, but like environmental impact up 174%, community welfare 21%, customer welfare 104%. Like these are just things that aren't like, these are things that people want these days. And I'm going to show you that on the last slide. Okay, the next to the last slide, I just think this is so cool because it shows some other brands. Now, don't go out there and say, you suck if you do Garden of Life, or you suck if you do whatever, Vital Proteins. But y'all, every time Jennifer Aniston comes on the television talking Vital Proteins, I want to vomit. Okay. My husband knows. He's always like, oh, there she is again. And I'm like, yeah, because she doesn't use Vital Proteins. They're paying her. That's the one thing. And number two, look where they are. Look where we are, y'all. We so rock. Yes, they are B Corp, and that's awesome. But I wanted to share these things. And again, you can look at the other companies, then their Beauty Counter, just some of the other companies, that you can kind of see on there. I'm sharing this because I want to talk a little bit more about belief and some other things I got from some of the speakers about belief. But when you know the facts, when you know who you are, like you can go out there and be like, oh, no, you got to try ours. Like you don't have to feel, I don't know, like nervous as much, right? When you know. And if you aren't sure if that's what people want, 81%, okay, of global consumers trust the brand to do what's right. They want to know that they can trust the brand. 79% want to know the company behaves responsibly and fairly, is buying materials and products and services that buying materials, products, or services that uses. 71% want to know that we're working to reduce environmental impact. Hello. 63% are looking for that B Corp, seeking out the certification when making purchasing decisions. These are like some just percentages of like the newest consumer group. Okay. So stopping the share again and going back to my notes. So I don't know, y'all, like I'll take a little temperature read here, but does that just like shake I don't know, put your hands up or whatever. What do y'all think? I don't know about y'all, but like, I think it's crazy amazing. I think, holy moly, I'm with the right brand. And not only that, I think they are constantly pushing to make us better. We could just sit back, but no. And we've got this crazy, amazing company behind us, Group Rocher, that's got the money, frankly, to do these things and to help us as consultants. So, okay, that's the first piece. All right. Also, one of the things that really stood out to me is the fact that we are human powered. Y'all, just like they said, nobody from Amazon. Has anybody from Amazon ever called you guys and said, hey, I just wanted to check in and see if you liked that new phone case that you ordered, which I hate, just to see, like, did it look like what it said? No, it didn't. It was cheap, but you get what you pay for. No, we can be that, that awesome customer service. We can be the difference, really. So that was cool. All right, I'm going to switch over to a few takeaways from some of the speakers, and we'll be on time, so there will be time left if y'all want to like comment or whatever. Okay, so I want to let you know that you are absolutely in the right place, the right compensation. So how many people know about the new district manager bonus thingy? Yes. And don't be scared, by the way, we're not going into the experiential success plan, but if you want to read about it, you can go on the source and there's a really great PDF, and I would definitely recommend you do that. But don't be scared. If you are working your business the least little bit, you're good. You're good to go. The experiential success plan is all about helping us to be more successful, period. Okay. And for the people that want to work this as a, even a small hobby, but people that want to do something. All right. We're not just signing up for the discount anymore. Okay. That's cool. All right. So the incredible district manager bonus. And even if you're already a district manager, don't feel left out, because here's the cool thing is they've now set you up for success to go find 3 or 4 more people and help them, because this is how you can help them, because more people go to bed at night thinking about finances than their face, like we know. So when you are talking to somebody, you can say, well, I can show you how. You can confidently say, I can show you how to make an extra $5,000, a little bit more than $5,000 in your first 6 months. Would that be helpful? Anybody?
Yeah.
Another hell yes. So, okay. So the way it works is when you get to district, or when someone you help gets to district and they maintain their $2,500 brick, that's it. $2,500 brick. It's what we should all be doing, y'all. It's how we build this business. When that happens, then they're going to earn an extra $1,000. They do not get it at the end of the 3 months. So hang on. If they continue 3 more months, just 6 months. Now, why that? I wonder why Arbonne did that. Because they want to create a habit, because they want to help people and show them, hey, this is how we build. So y'all can be confident to know that we all know what to do. We know about the brick, right? And if you're brand new, if you don't, that's okay. We'll explain it. But we all know how to build this business. We know we can go get 7, healthy habit or 30 days and hit our brick, or we can do however many healthy habits or whatever. So $2,500, that's it. You just decide that that's what you're going to do. So if you do it for the next 3 months, 6 months, another $1,500 at the end of that on your next paycheck, you get $2,500 of bonus. And that's in addition to what you were making at those 2,500. So let's imagine you hit more than 2,500. So that's a minimum. I forget the exact amount. It's like 5,416. I forget, but it's $5,000. Does anybody want an extra $5,000 in the next 6 months? Get out of your head that is hard, number one, and just decide. Okay. So that's really cool. All right. And so how can you find those people that you can help? So some of this kind of came from Peyton, from her training. If y'all heard her, she was great. People are everywhere. Okay. If you're not asking, they're not joining. So you got to ask. We all know that. Stop looking down. Stop looking at like if you're out and about, smile, look up, talk to people. Y'all, on the way to Anaheim and on the way back, all I wanted to do was sleep on the plane, but I didn't. Because guess what? There was somebody next to me in the seat next to me. And I was like, well, what if they need Arbonne? And so I have 2 new prospects from talking, just talking. That's it. And we just talk. We just get to know people. We ask questions. So she says, you're responsible for the energy that you bring. So be an energy person. Like just like I said, I wanted to be a non-energy person on the plane. I had gotten up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Like I did not want to bring the energy, but I always think about my why and like, well, what's it? So what? I can sleep when I get there. Polly, just talk, It's not about the goal, she said, it's about the habits we're creating. And one little comment here, because if you think you need to be good on social media, absolutely not. She says that can help build credibility for some people, but it is not going to build your business. It's not. So just a little aside there. She also said it's not about confidence, but courage. Okay. So remember, when you're nervous about sharing Arbonne, you're thinking about yourself, right? We all know that. You're being selfish. I know this is a little harsh, but it's the truth, y'all. You're here and you're here because somebody shared it with you. Thank God Andrea Rominger shared it with me, right? Thank God. What if she had just been taking my body pump class thinking, I don't know, she's intimidating. She's on the stage. Not that I'm intimidating, but y'all know what I'm saying. What if? I can't even imagine my whole life is different. I don't know what I'd be doing, but I would not be having so much fun in my life with all you amazing people and so many friends and traveling so much and just, it's incredible. So y'all stop thinking yourself out of, stop. Like basically Debbie Neal said, what did she say? I wrote it down here. She said, well, I'll get there. Okay. So it's not about confidence. It's about courage. So remember that. Just have courage. Okay. You don't need an upline. You need a work ethic and a success line. So do not blame it on anybody, because this business, you are an entrepreneur, right? Entrepreneur, whatever, but it's up to us. Get out there. There's a ton, a few more nuggets from Kinsey Ryan. Mind your mind. We all know that life's going to happen. You can let it fuel you or take you out, and be plugged into everything. Thank you for either watching this later or being on the call, because I'm telling you that if you want to make that, you need to plug in, period. Like y'all can hear my energy tonight, I hope, because I'm like, oh my gosh. And it is so easy to just fizzle out. And that's that whole hot cold together stays hot. We have to plug in. And y'all, we have an amazing Saturday morning call. Did anybody listen Saturday to Jacqueline? If you haven't, listen to that recording. It was incredible. And if you don't know what to do for February, go listen to it. We have it in our boards, Go for Gold. It may not be up yet, but they are keeping up with that. I checked in and made sure. But it's incredible. So plug in, listen to things. If you're just riding to work or whatever, you can always find time to listen to stuff. Okay. Lastly, I want to share a takeaway that I got from Debbie Neal. The best. Debbie Neal's the best. I'm sorry. Here's what I was thinking. I've heard her story. I know Andrea has. We all have. Jean. We've all heard Debbie Neal's story. I was at a backyard barbecue, you know, and blah, 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 blah. And I even turned to Christiana at one point and I said, oh, and then she's going to say this, you know, but I've heard it 10 times or more, but you know what? It's always great. I always enjoy it. And if I wasn't already signed up in Arbonne, I would sign up because thank God I'm signed up under Andrea. And, you know, but if I wasn't, I'd be, oh my God, because facts tell and stories sell. So stop thinking you need to know it all and just share your story. And that's what I was thinking when I was sitting there, like, that's what she does. She just, yeah, she's funny, but she just shares her story over and over and over and over. So if you don't have a story, you do have a story, by the way, it's your story. But if you're not sure how to share it, well, that first off, that's what we do. We just get good. We just mess up until we get better. We just stumble over our words, like Andrea always, that story about when you reached out to somebody and your old house member and you were like, you leaned over and said, well, that didn't work, you know, to Atticus could through in the other room. And I always think about that because it's so funny. Like we're just be you, y'all, and share what you love about Arbonne. Do not feel like, I mean, yes, we have presentations, of course, but be you and share your story over and over and over again. Carry your water book, carry your whatever, carry your stuff, you know. I mean, I pull out fizzies all day at Leap and Pedal, you know, if people don't. Anyway, okay. The last little things that I took away from Debbie is anything worthwhile takes time. Every day can be your day one. So if you're sitting on this call thinking, I just started, or I haven't really been in my business, or, you know, I've really never, like, I'm just kind of, and I want to do more. And that's up to you. But tomorrow can be day one. Today can be day one, but you can make a list tonight, you know? And so it's amazing. You can change this business in one day. And then she said, there's nothing more powerful than a made up mind. So you have to decide, like nobody can do that for you. Here's the last little things that I wanted to share. I had one little thing from the retreat real quick, but the speakers for Empower, here's some of their backgrounds. One started in college at 19. One was a single mom. One was a personal trainer. They owned a gym. They were broke when they started Arbonne because they owned a gym. And you know what? We look at people that own businesses and think that they got it all together. They might be drowning. You never know. Debbie, watching 7 kids in her home and she was introduced to Arbonne. No wonder she went to the backyard barbecue. Tammy Knowles was super introverted. And in fact, Christiana overheard her saying, thank you, Christiana. Christiana overheard her saying when she got off the stage that she looked at her sponsor and said, oh God, I'm about to throw up. I'm never doing that again. And she's an EMVP. So if you think you can, or you think you can't, you are so right, y'all. And you are not different than these people. They just had courage. Okay, at the retreat, there were so many ladies from so many different backgrounds. Amy Powers was there. She's a Harvard graduate, lawyer, Harvard grad lawyer, turned songwriter, turned Arbonne EMVP. And she told me when I was talking to her, she said, my mom passed away and recently. She looked very down and very not well. And I think she had a cold, but she said, you know, I was just talking to her and she said she passed away recently. And she said, I was able to spend the last year and a half with her. And she said, I haven't worked my business at all. And my paycheck didn't suffer at all. So again, if you are just like wondering, can I do this? Will it work? I promise you it will. If you're consistent and you give it enough time, do not let this opportunity pass you up, you guys, because there's so many people out there that we can share it with. And so I want to ask you guys as a team, could we agree to lock arms and do this? Imagine how powerful we could be with all cylinders on go together, you know, united. And that is it. That's my takeaways. Anybody else?
I had to mute because I had to go to the kitchen because I had to drink my greens. Because when you said that about the collagen, I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't drank my greens yet. And I've been drinking them too late in the day. No, that's awesome. That's so awesome. I wish I was at that retreat part. That sounds so great.
The retreat was, y'all, it was on the ocean, the Pacific Ocean. I mean, Christiana drove us from Anaheim to this girl, this friend of mine, Clara's house. And it was beautiful. I mean, it was a great retreat. She had a chair masseuse there, y'all. We were like, oh my God, they did vision boards and, speakers and trainers. And she had asked me to come and would I train? And it was amazing. I was so nervous. I had to go right after Claire Rizzoli. And she's like an EMVP. And I was like, well, thanks a lot. That's really nice. But every turn when we got into this neighborhood, which was fantastic and gorgeous, I was like, I felt like, the Clampetts, from Beverly Hills. Y'all remember them? I was like, oh my God, there's the ocean. Oh my God, there's the ocean. Oh my God, there's the ocean. And I was like, okay, I promise I'm going to calm down to Christiana when we get in this house. I'm not going to act like I'm from Alabama.
That's hilarious.
Hilarious.
Well, Christiana, I know you're sick, but I cannot wait to hear, like, just because I know that that's your first in-person event, right?
I did this same one last year, but I was with my 5-month-old. So it was like I couldn't take any notes or anything. So it was definitely a different experience this time, like more immersive.
I cannot wait to hear just like kind of like your takeaway from that. Just because I mean, I know like I just love to hear like what people like, especially like for the first time, like just kind of, and I know it's not your first time, but just kind of, like just what you thought and like hearing like the speakers and everything.
Yeah, I would love, I don't know if you guys want to like keep it going, because I know we've only been meeting like first Sunday of the month lately. So if we want to keep it going like next Sunday, but I had lots of takeaways from the retreat too, which I know you guys didn't have access to, so we could talk a little more about that as well. But no, it was incredible and just very, I don't know, it was amazing to be there, like in the middle of everything. And Debbie is hilarious. I mean, okay, so Lauren's on this call right now and she's new, and we were talking about like personal growth, and she was like, where do I start, like what podcast? And I was like, I want to say Debbie Neal, but she might be like a little too intense to start. Which I don't know. I mean, honestly, I want to go check the source and see if there's a way. Is there a way to access recordings from Path to Empower? Do you have to be registered virtually?
Yeah, like, but not virtually. Like if you're registered, period, you'll
Okay.
have recordings.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I mean, they were all incredible. And then too, I mean, I've been a part of Arbonne for a while, like even if it wasn't, as seriously at the beginning. So it's been cool to kind of see people's transition, because like Peyton, for example, she has seriously evolved into who she is today. I mean, obviously, but like, I don't know. I think I remember bits and pieces of her years ago, like when I was just like dabbling, like in it for the discount type of thing. So it's cool to watch her journey. But no, I mean, just the
And there's someone I can picture what she looks like. Oh gosh, Polly, who is it? It was Mary Reed's favorite person.
Linda Parker.
Yes, Linda Parker. So I always think about her. She went in and out of qualifications for district manager 8 times. And I mean, she's now an ENVP. So like, I mean, she was like, 8 times, like, I mean, earned trips like 8 times, like just did it to earn the trips and then fell out of qualifications, went in. So, I mean, I think about that, like that must've been like 8 years really of like someone, like who wasn't serious. And so like, it's like, think about that in your business. Like, first off, who's even been here for 8 years? And then second off, can you think of someone in your business who's not been serious for 8 years? And then would you believe enough in them to know that they could do it, And I just always think about that with her, like, I mean, because how many times do you get the phone call from someone like, oh, I'm going to do it this time. And, it's so easy to be like, yeah, okay, whatever, but why not? Like, I mean, it's just like what Polly said. Like, I mean, this is the one thing that's so cool about this business. You literally can change it in 5 minutes. Like you literally can change it by just saying, I'm gonna like make like 5 phone calls, or I mean, like that's what's I think so cool about this, is that it's all in your power to do it, So yeah, and I mean, and the thing is make it go at your own pace. Like make this work at your own pace. Like don't feel like you've got to be one of those people like, going at mock speed. Like if you're like, hey, I can't do that. Well, don't let that be the turnoff for you. Like go at the speed that works for you. I mean, doing a little bit compounded over time is going to be massive results, So,
Absolutely.
I mean, just like look at that too, like what that's worth. Like that's huge. It's better to do something a little bit like every day, like the slight edge, and compound that over time. So yeah, super exciting. Well,
Absolutely.
yeah, if y'all want to get together next Sunday, like let us know. I mean, we're always down for it, but I mean, we're trying to do what works for everyone. And I mean, there's nothing lonelier than being on the call by yourself. So I mean, like we just need commitment from people. You know what I'm saying? So we just need to know, because it's like, I know it's easy for people to be like, oh, well, I'm not going to make it tonight. I won't be missed. Well, you will, because I mean, it definitely takes like a group of us. So if you want to play it by ear and just Sunday by Sunday, and let's all commit to next Sunday, we can do
Sure.
that. Does that work?
Yeah, I will actually, I may miss next Sunday because we're going to be at, in San Antonio, and it might be the only time I see my son before we leave for Austin. But if we're on the road already, I'll be on.
Okay, well,
But-
whatever works. And I mean, if we're not on, everyone can handle it. Like, I mean, everyone needs to like lead, from where they are. So, if Polly's not on, or if I'm not on, like y'all take the reins and
Go for it.
and lead. Yeah, perfect. All right, well, sounds good. Well, yeah,
Awesome.
we'll see y'all next Sunday.
All right,
Thank you
that
so much,
sounds
Polly.
great. Oh, you're
Thank you.
welcome.
All right,
Bye,
bye,
y'all.
y'all.